My dear seekers of truth, I am Dr. Alejandro Vega, and today we are going to delve into one of the most intriguing and controversial biblical mysteries of all time. Imagine for a moment, what if I told you there's a book older than the Bible, more enigmatic than the Dead Sea Scrolls, and potentially more revealing than any known sacred text? In the shadow of a Tibetan monastery hidden among the snow-capped peaks of the Himalayas, an ancient manuscript lies protected. Its yellowed pages whisper secrets that could rewrite the history of humanity. This isn't a science fiction tale, my friends. We are talking about the legendary Book of Dzyan, a text so ancient and mysterious that some believe it might be the Bible of ancient aliens. A book that not only recounts the story of creation, but also reveals the existence of pre-human civilizations and cosmic knowledge that challenges our understanding of the universe. The truth, as always, is hidden in plain sight. And today, prepare to question everything you thought you knew about our origins, our history, and our place in the cosmos. The revelations we are about to explore could shake the very foundations of reality as we know it. Are you ready to embark on this journey into the unknown? Fasten your seatbelts, my dear truth seekers, because we are about to dive into the depths of a mystery that has piqued the interest of the greatest thinkers and mystics of our time. A mystery that could hold the key to understanding our past and perhaps predicting our future. The Book of Dzyan, my dear seekers of truth, is an enigma wrapped in mystery. Its very existence is the subject of intense debate and speculation. But before we dive into its secrets, we need to understand how this enigmatic text came to our attention. It all began with Helena Blavatsky, the controversial founder of Theosophy. In 1888, Blavatsky claimed to have accessed an ancient manuscript in a secret Tibetan monastery. According to her, this text contained the oldest wisdom of the universe, predating even known human civilizations. But what exactly is the Book of Dzyan? It is said to be a compendium of cosmic knowledge, written in an unknown language and encoded in symbols that defy modern understanding. Blavatsky described its pages as being made of waterproof palm leaves, preserved through eons by methods unknown to current science. What is fascinating, my dear seekers, is that the supposed content of this book goes beyond any known religious or philosophical texts. It speaks of the creation of the cosmos, the evolution of consciousness, and civilizations that existed long before ours. Civilizations that some interpret as possibly being of extraterrestrial origin. But here's where things get truly intriguing. The teachings from the Book of Dzyan, as conveyed by Blavatsky, show surprising similarities with ancient esoteric traditions of various cultures. From the Hindu Vedas to the Jewish Kabbalah and Egyptian Hermeticism, we find echoes of this primordial knowledge. Could it be that all these traditions stem from a common source? A source of wisdom so ancient that it predates human history as we know it? Some researchers have gone further, suggesting that the Book of Dzyan might be a record left by beings of superior intelligence. Perhaps visitors from other worlds or even entities from higher dimensions who left this knowledge as a guide for humanity. What is undeniable is the impact that ideas derived from this book have had on modern esoteric thought. The vision of a universe in constant evolution, the idea of cosmic cycles, and the notion that consciousness is a fundamental force in the cosmos all resonate with the supposed teachings of the Dzyan. Yet the question persists. Does this book truly exist? Or is it an elaborate creation by Blavatsky? And if it does exist, where is it now? Some believe it remains hidden in that mysterious Tibetan monastery, protected by guardians awaiting the right moment to reveal it to the world. Others suggest that the book might be scattered, with fragments hidden in various secret locations around the globe. And there are even those who propose that the true Book of Dzyan might exist on a non-physical plane, accessible only to those capable of tuning into higher consciousness frequencies. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain. The mere possibility of the existence of the Book of Dzyan compels us to reconsider everything we believe we know about our past, our origin, and our place in the vast tapestry of the cosmos. And now, my dear seekers of truth, prepare yourselves. We are about to plunge into the depths of this cosmic mystery, exploring the astonishing revelations that the Book of Dzyan might contain. My dear seekers, we now delve into the very heart of the mystery of the Book of Dzyan. The revelations we are about to explore challenge not only our understanding of history, but also the very foundations of reality as we know it. According to the transcriptions and commentary by Helena Blavatsky, the Book of Dzyan begins with an astounding description of the origins of the cosmos. It speaks of a state of primordial void, an abyss of non-being that precedes all existence. From this void emerges what the text calls the darkness, not as the absence of light, but as a primordial creative force. But here comes the truly astonishing part, my friends. The book describes cycles of cosmic creation and destruction that span unimaginable eons. It tells of universes being born and dying, galaxies forming and dissolving in an eternal cosmic dance. Does this sound familiar? Curiously, this vision of a cyclical universe resonates with some of the most advanced theories in modern cosmology. The Book of Dzyan, as it has been transmitted to us, does not stop there. It describes the formation of our planet Earth, but in a way that completely challenges the conventional scientific narrative. It speaks of the Earth as a living, conscious being, evolving through different states of matter and energy. And here, my dear seekers of truth, is where things get truly fascinating. The book mentions the existence of civilizations that inhabited the Earth long before humanity. Beings of ethereal, almost spiritual nature, who left no physical traces of their existence. The first of these civilizations, according to the Dzyan, were the Lords of the Flame, beings of pure energy who shaped the early contours of our world. Then came the Sons of Yoga, a race of androgynous beings who reproduced by division, like amoebas. Could these be the true ancient aliens that some conspiracy theorists have sought for so long? The book then speaks of the third race, the Lemurians, gigantic beings with 3 eyes who possessed psychic abilities that we would consider superhuman today. And after them, the Atlanteans, a technologically advanced civilization that, according to the Dzyan, fell due to its own pride and excessive ambition. But the most intriguing part, my friends, is how the Book of Dzyan describes the emergence of our current humanity, not as the result of gradual evolution from primates, but as a deliberate creation. The text suggests that our species was seeded on Earth by beings of superior intelligence, possibly of extraterrestrial or interdimensional origin. These beings, referred to in the book as the Sons of Wisdom, might have endowed primitive humanity with the gift of self-consciousness and knowledge. Could these be the gods spoken of in so many ancient mythologies? The Anunnaki of the Sumerians, the Neteru of the Egyptians, the Elohim from Hebrew tradition. The Book of Dzyan goes further, describing how these superior beings continued to guide humanity's development over millennia. It suggests that much of the esoteric knowledge and mystical traditions that have survived to this day are fragments of the original teachings from these Sons of Wisdom. But there's more, my dear seekers of truth. The Dzyan also speaks of the hidden structure of human beings. It describes humans not only as physical bodies, but as complex systems of interconnected energetic and spiritual bodies. It speaks of chakras, auras, and planes of existence beyond the physical, concepts that are reflected in numerous esoteric traditions around the world. And what about our future? The Book of Dzyan does not fall short in this regard. It prophesies a future evolution of humanity towards ever higher states of consciousness. It speaks of the eventual reunification of humanity with its cosmic creators and a return to the primordial state of unity with the cosmos. But perhaps the most unsettling aspect, my friends, is how the Book of Dzyan seems to anticipate modern scientific discoveries. Its description of the structure of the atom, the nature of light, and even concepts resembling string theory is astonishingly accurate for a supposedly ancient text. How is it possible that a book, presumably written millennia ago, contains information we have only discovered in the last century? Is this evidence that the Book of Dzyan is indeed the product of a superior intelligence, perhaps non-human? Or could it be that in the distant past, humanity possessed knowledge that was subsequently lost, only to be gradually rediscovered by modern science? The implications are astounding, my dear seekers of truth. If the content of the Book of Dzyan is authentic, then everything we believe we know about our past, our origin, and our place in the cosmos might be just the tip of the iceberg. We are faced with an enigma that challenges our understanding, a mystery that invites us to question the very foundations of our reality. And the more we delve into the teachings of the Dzyan, the more questions arise, the more mysteries unfold. But our journey doesn't end here, my friends. For the Book of Dzyan harbors even more secrets, more revelations that could forever change our perception of the universe and of ourselves. My dear seekers of truth, as we explore the depths of the Book of Dzyan, I cannot help but feel that we are merely scratching the surface of an ocean of cosmic knowledge. The revelations we've discussed so far are astonishing, yes, but I have the sense that there is much more hidden between the lines of this enigmatic text. Think for a moment. If what we have uncovered is true, what other secrets might the Book of Dzyan contain? What other truths, too impactful or dangerous, could be concealed within its pages? I have spent sleepless nights, my friends, contemplating the implications of these teachings, and I cannot help but wonder, is it possible that there are forces, entities perhaps, that do not want this knowledge to come to light? Could it be that the real reason the Book of Dzyan remains hidden is because its content is too revolutionary, too destabilizing for the established order? And if so, who are the guardians of this knowledge? Are they humans like us, or something more? Could they be the descendants of those sons of wisdom mentioned in the text? Moreover, what if we were able to fully decipher the Book of Dzyan? How would it change our understanding of the universe, of history, of our very nature? Are we even prepared to face that truth? These questions keep me awake at night, my dear seekers, and I suspect they do the same to you. But do not be discouraged, for our journey is far from over. In fact, we are about to dive even deeper into this cosmic mystery. In the second part of our exploration, we will venture into even more controversial territories. We will examine the connections between the Book of Dzyan and other esoteric traditions around the world. We will explore the possibility that this text is the key to deciphering ancient mysteries that have puzzled humanity for millennia. Prepare yourselves, my friends, for what we are about to discover could forever change our perception of reality. The truth is out there, hidden in plain sight, and together, we are about to unravel it. My dear seekers of truth, before we continue our journey into the depths of the Book of Dzyan's mystery, I want to take a moment to thank you. Thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of the unknown, for questioning established truths alongside me, and for tirelessly seeking hidden knowledge. Many of you have shared your own theories and ideas in the comments of our previous videos. Maria from Argentina wrote, Dr. Vega, do you think the Book of Dzyan could be connected to the secret biblical codes? An excellent question, Maria, which we will indeed address in the second part of this episode. And Juan from Mexico asked, is there any connection between the Book of Dzyan and the Maya prophecies? Another fascinating observation, Juan. Rest assured, we are exploring all these possible connections. Your comments and questions not only enrich our collective search for truth, but also shape our future content. So continue sharing your thoughts, theories, and questions. Remember, in this Conspiraciones Bíblicas community, every idea counts, every perspective is valuable. If you haven't yet, I invite you to subscribe to our channel and activate notifications. This way, you won't miss any of our future revelations. And speaking of future, in our next episode, we will be exploring the enigmatic Qumran manuscripts and their possible connection to extraterrestrial visitors. You won't want to miss it. Now prepare to dive even deeper into the mysteries of the Book of Dzyan. What we are about to reveal could forever change your perception of reality. Are you ready to continue this journey into the unknown? My dear seekers of truth, let us now return to the depths of the mystery of the Book of Dzyan. In this second part of our exploration, we will delve into even more controversial and fascinating territories. One of the most intriguing features of the Book of Dzyan is how its teachings seem to interweave with the esoteric traditions of various cultures around the world. It is as if this ancient text were the cornerstone of a vast mosaic of hidden knowledge that spans history and geography. Take, for example, the Egyptian Hermetic tradition. The Book of Dzyan speaks of the evolution of consciousness through different planes of existence, a concept reflected in ancient Hermetic texts. The famous Hermetic maxim, "as above, so below," seems to echo the teachings of the Dzyan on the interconnectedness of all levels of the cosmos. But the connections don't end there. The Jewish Kabbalah, with its complex system of divine emanations and its concept of the Tree of Life, shows striking parallels with the cosmology described in the Book of Dzyan. Could it be that both traditions derive from a common source of primordial wisdom? And what about the ancient Vedic scriptures of India? The Dzyan's descriptions of the cosmic cycles of creation and destruction closely resemble the Hindu doctrine of the yugas, the great cycles of cosmic time. Is this mere coincidence or evidence of a shared source of knowledge? But perhaps the most fascinating and controversial connection is with early Gnostic teachings of Christianity. The Book of Dzyan speaks of superior beings who implanted consciousness into primitive humanity. Isn't this surprisingly similar to the Gnostic belief in the archons, cosmic beings who influence the creation and evolution of humanity? My dear seekers of truth, the implications of these connections are profound. They suggest the possibility that all these esoteric traditions are fragments of a much older and vaster body of knowledge. A knowledge that, according to the Book of Dzyan, was imparted to humanity by beings of superior intelligence in a distant past. But there's more. The Book of Dzyan not only seems to anticipate ancient esoteric traditions, but also modern scientific discoveries. Its description of the structure of the atom, for example, is astonishingly accurate for a supposedly ancient text. It speaks of subatomic particles in constant motion, the dual nature of light as both wave and particle, concepts that quantum physics only began to uncover in the 20th century. Moreover, the Dzyan describes the universe as an interconnected web of energy and consciousness, where everything is fundamentally united. Doesn't this remind you of the most recent quantum physics theories about entanglement and non-locality? And here is where things get truly fascinating, my friends. The Book of Dzyan talks about dimensions beyond the three we normally perceive. It describes superimposed planes of existence, parallel universes, if you will, that coexist with our own. Isn't this surprisingly similar to some of the most advanced theories in modern physics, such as string theory or the multiverse hypothesis? But the Dzyan goes further. It suggests that these other planes or dimensions are not just abstract concepts, but realities accessible to adequately trained human consciousness. It speaks of beings that can move freely between these dimensions, beings who to us might appear as gods or angels. Could these be the ancient aliens so often speculated about? Beings not from other planets, but from other dimensions of reality? And what might this imply for our understanding of phenomena such as UFO sightings or mystical and religious experiences? The Book of Dzyan also offers a fascinating perspective on the nature of time. It describes time not as a linear progression, but as a malleable, almost fluid dimension. It suggests that the past, present and future coexist simultaneously on different planes of reality. Could this explain phenomena such as precognition or time travel? But perhaps the most impactful of all, my dear seekers of truth, is what the Book of Dzyan says about the future of humanity. It speaks of an evolution of human consciousness toward increasingly elevated states. It describes a future where humanity will transcend its current limitations, developing abilities we would consider superhuman or supernatural today. According to the Dzyan, this is not a distant future, but a process already underway. It suggests that we are in the midst of an evolutionary transformation, a quantum leap in human consciousness. Could the increasingly frequent reports of paranormal experiences and spiritual awakenings be evidence of this process? And here we arrive at one of the most controversial revelations of the Book of Dzyan. It suggests that this evolutionary process is not random, but guided. That the same superior beings who seeded consciousness in early humanity continue to influence our development. That they are preparing humanity for a cosmic encounter, a reunification with our creators. My dear seekers of truth, the implications of these revelations are astounding. If the content of the Book of Dzyan is authentic, then our understanding of reality, of our past and of our future, requires a complete overhaul. We face the possibility that human history is much older, more complex, and more cosmic than we had ever imagined. That our destiny as a species is intertwined with forces and entities beyond our current understanding. And perhaps most importantly, the Book of Dzyan challenges us to expand our consciousness, to explore the boundaries of our own perception and understanding. It invites us to consider the possibility that we are much more than we believe ourselves to be, that our potential is truly limitless. My dear seekers of truth, as we delve deeper into the mysteries of the Book of Dzyan, we find ourselves on the threshold of a truly transcendental perspective. The revelations we have explored are not mere historical curiosities or esoteric speculations. They are an invitation to reconsider the very nature of our reality and our place in the cosmos. Let us think for a moment about the philosophical and existential implications of what the Book of Dzyan suggests. If it is true that we are the product of cosmic intervention, seeded and guided by beings of superior intelligence, how does this change our understanding of who we are and what our purpose is? On one hand, this idea might seem to diminish our importance. After all, if we are simply the experiment or creation of another species, doesn't that make us less significant beings? But I propose to you, my dear seekers, that we consider a different perspective. If we were, as the Dzyan suggests, the result of a deliberate act of creation by beings of great wisdom and power, wouldn't that imply that we have a fundamental purpose in the grand scheme of the cosmos? Wouldn't it suggest that our existence, far from being accidental or insignificant, is an integral part of a greater cosmic plan? Moreover, the idea that we are evolving toward higher states of consciousness, that we are in the process of awakening to our true potential, is profoundly inspiring. It suggests that each of us has within us latent capacities that go far beyond what we currently consider possible. But with this potential also comes great responsibility. If we are, as the Book of Dzyan suggests, evolving beings with the potential to reach states of cosmic consciousness, then each of our actions, each thought, each choice takes on transcendental significance. Let's also consider the implications of the idea that everything in the universe is interconnected, that we are part of a vast cosmic web of energy and consciousness. This vision challenges our notions of separation and individuality. It invites us to see ourselves not as isolated entities, but as individual expressions of a larger universal consciousness. And what about the Dzyan suggestion that multiple dimensions or planes of reality exist? This idea not only expands our understanding of the cosmos, but also broadens the boundaries of what we consider possible. If other planes of reality exist, and if consciousness can access them, then the limits of our experience and our potential are truly limitless. My dear seekers of truth, these ideas challenge us to expand not only our knowledge, but also our very perception of reality. They invite us to consider that what we call reality might be only a fraction of what truly exists. But perhaps the most profound revelation of the Book of Dzyan is the idea that the evolution of consciousness is the fundamental purpose of existence, that the universe itself is in a process of awakening, and that we, as conscious beings, play a crucial role in this cosmic awakening. This perspective offers us a new way to understand our personal and collective challenges and struggles. Perhaps they are not merely obstacles to overcome, but opportunities for growth and expansion of consciousness. Every challenge, Every crisis could be seen as a catalyst for our awakening and evolution. And if it's true that we are being guided in this process by beings of superior intelligence, as the Dzyan suggests, then perhaps we should be more attuned to the signs and synchronicities in our lives. Maybe the seemingly random events or sudden intuitions are actually messages or guidance from these beings, assisting us on our evolutionary path. My dear seekers of truth, the revelations of the Book of Dzyan offer us a view of the universe and of ourselves that is both thrilling and challenging. They invite us to expand our horizons, to question our most basic assumptions about reality, and to consider possibilities that extend far beyond our current paradigms. But with this expansion of consciousness comes great responsibility. If we are, as the Dzyan suggests, co-creators of our reality, active participants in the evolution of the cosmos, then each of our thoughts, words, and actions impacts the greater tapestry of existence. Ultimately, the Book of Dzyan challenges us to awaken to our true potential, to recognize our divine nature, and to consciously participate in the grand cosmic dance of evolution. It invites us to see beyond the limitations of our current perception, to explore the frontiers of consciousness, and to actively co-create a future that transcends our wildest imaginations. My dear seekers, are you ready to accept this challenge? Are you prepared to embark on this journey of discovery and transformation? Because if the revelations of the Book of Dzyan are true, then the destiny of the cosmos itself could depend on our response. My dear seekers of truth, we have traveled a long way in our exploration of the Book of Dzyan. We have unraveled cosmic mysteries, contemplated lost civilizations, and considered the possibility that our history and destiny are intertwined with forces beyond our current understanding. But now, let me pose a crucial question. How can we apply these revelations to our everyday lives? First, the teachings of the Dzyan invite us to broaden our perspective. If it is true that we are part of a vast cosmic plan, that our consciousness is in a process of continuous evolution, then every moment of our lives takes on new meaning. Every interaction, every decision, no matter how small it seems, could be an opportunity for growth and the expansion of consciousness. What if we began to see our daily challenges not as obstacles, but as lessons carefully designed for our spiritual growth? How would our approach to difficulties change if we viewed them as catalysts for our evolution? The idea that everything is interconnected, that we are part of a cosmic web of energy and consciousness, challenges us to reconsider our relationships with others and the world around us. How would we treat others if we truly saw them as extensions of ourselves, as other expressions of the same universal consciousness? My dear seekers, I invite you in the coming days to pay attention to the synchronicities in your lives. Those moments of meaningful coincidence that Jung described. Could they be signs, encoded messages from those superior beings who, according to the Dzyan, guide our evolution? What if we began to see the world not as a place of random events, but as an intricately woven tapestry of meaning and purpose? The suggestion of the Book of Dzyan that multiple dimensions or planes of reality exist invites us to expand our perception. In your moments of stillness, in meditation, or just before sleep, try tuning in to those other realities. What insights or visions might emerge if we open our minds to the possibility of perceiving beyond our five senses? And what about the idea that we are evolving towards higher states of consciousness, developing abilities we would consider superhuman today? What dormant potentials might lie within each of us? I challenge you to explore your own latent capacities, perhaps through meditation, creative visualization, or simply paying more attention to your intuitions and gut feelings. My dear seekers of truth, the knowledge we've explored today is not simply information to store in our minds. It is an invitation to transformation, a call to awaken to our true potential, to recognize our divine nature, and to actively participate in the evolution of consciousness. I invite you in the coming weeks to keep a journal of your reflections and experiences. Write down your dreams, your intuitions, your moments of sudden clarity. Are you starting to see patterns? Do you begin to feel a deeper connection with the cosmos? Remember, my dear friends, according to the Book of Dzyan, each of us has a crucial role to play in the grand cosmic drama. We are not passive spectators, but active co-creators of reality. How would your life change if you truly believed and acted from this perspective? I leave you with these questions and reflections, my dear seekers of truth. May the revelations of the Book of Dzyan be not only objects of intellectual fascination, but catalysts for your own awakening and transformation. For perhaps, in the end, the true mystery we are called to unravel is the mystery of our own infinite being. My dear seekers of truth, we have reached the end of our journey through the mysteries of the Book of Dzyan, but in reality, this is only the beginning. The knowledge we have explored today is just the tip of the iceberg of a vast ocean of cosmic wisdom waiting to be discovered. I invite you not to let this knowledge remain mere information. Allow these revelations to resonate deeply within you, to awaken your curiosity and fuel your search for truth. Because each of you, my dear friends, is a cosmic explorer, a seeker of truth in this vast universe of mysteries. In our next episode, we will delve into the enigmas of biblical codes and their possible connection with advanced extraterrestrial technologies. Could sacred texts contain encrypted messages from cosmic civilizations? Don't miss it. Remember to subscribe to our channel and activate notifications so you don't miss any of our future revelations. And if this episode resonated with you, share it with other seekers of truth. Because the more of us exploring these mysteries, the closer we will be to uncovering the ultimate truth. I also invite you to share your thoughts, theories, and experiences in the comments. How have the revelations of the Book of Dzyan impacted your understanding of reality? What connections have you discovered? Your unique perspective might be the missing piece in this great cosmic puzzle. Remember, my dear seekers, the truth is out there, hidden in plain sight. And together, with open minds and brave hearts, we are one step closer to unraveling it. Until our next meeting, keep your eyes open and your mind awake. The truth is waiting for you.